she of course has the highest respect from the national and international conservation community because of all the work she has done, and she has managed large UNDP funded projects and everything. So there is no question about her integrity in her capacity as our board of trustees. And as Apamo, we've been following this issue to a certain extent. We know that UB, as an organization that amalgamated a couple of years ago, has been going through some level of transformation, and will continue to do so in order to improve and become more efficient and become the best university Belize deserves to have. We have no doubt that it will reach sometime. And the work of the board is basically to look at that. And so in this issue, the allegations of Ms. Crawford, we are of the opinion that it's very premature because the audit has not been completed. It should be completed anytime these days, and once it's completed, then the board will look at it and the board will act on the findings and the recommendations. We know that even with our previous representative at the board, who was Yvette Alonso, that there has been issues at UB, and we know that the board has always moved to address these issues in the best interest of the University of Belize. The hiring of the internal auditor is one of those responses that is trying to address the issues of UB. I don't want to get into the details of the issues because that's up to the UB Board of Trustees, but I just, from Apamo's point of view, we think that the allegations is premature, and they need to let the audit to be completed, and then the board can act on those findings and recommendations. I cannot come to any conclusions prematurely until the audits are tabled, completed and tabled, and I guess we can follow up on that once that audit is finalized and the UB board has looked at it. Our representative will look at it as well. The board is not doing the audit, it's the audit firm that is doing, and it's an internationally accredited audit firm. We have all the faith that that firm is doing a good job, will be a very objective job, and the process is that when the first draft comes out, it goes to management and administrations, and they have to respond to that, and then the audit is finalized, and once it's finalized, then it's tabled to the board, and then the board will act on it. Now,
and this is what they're saying is a conflict of interest.
The board, any board, can, depending on their articles of operation, they can assign subcommittees to look at certain issues. You could have subcommittees for vehicles, for transportation, for specific issues, and those subcommittees have to report back to the board, and that's something that the board has authority to do. Now, you cannot change the rules of the game at some point because you don't like it. You have to let the process work, and when the audit is finalized, I'm sure the board will look at that.